What's up everybody? Welcome back to Garage Gym Gains. I am Ricky and this is the channel where we take a look at everybody's home gyms. That's right, we literally review home gyms. Usually about 3 weeks. I was gone last week, but we're back looking at more gyms. If you have a home gym or you just like looking at home gyms because you're a weirdo, hit the subscribe button down below and make sure you comment and like on all the videos so that these get shifted out into the YouTube world via that wonderful algorithm and they actually get watched. So I feel like I should keep doing them. But anyways, today we are taking a look at Matt's home gym. Matt says he has about $3 grand invested in his home gym, but he does do a lot of flipping. So he kind of buys and sells home gym equipment. I'm going to read through his description right here. He says, I've flipped so much equipment over the years and made pretty good margins on my sales, thanks COVID, and was opportunistic when new equipment went on sale. What I actually spent is far under that $3,000 number, maybe half if I had to guess. I do keep a spreadsheet on purchases and sales. I try to run my home gym like a business. I even charge myself a monthly fee to invest in equipment. Looks like Matt has a pretty good understanding of how this whole home gym thing works, at least on the financial side, and I've never heard of somebody charging themselves a membership, and I think that's a pretty good idea. Maybe someday I'll do a recap video on the home gym I used to have and how I actually technically got it for free. That would probably trigger a bunch of people, but it might be worth doing. Either way, today it's about Matt and we're gonna check out his home gym.
Hello, my name is Matt. I live outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Right on.
And this is my home gym in my basement. And I've been in this location for about 5 years. Previously it was in a garage and had one of those single car garages. About 12 feet wide, 19, 20 feet long.
Single car garage life is tough. That's what I was dealing with. Now we have a car in there because hopefully we're going to be moving soon.
Wasn't a huge space. I had about, 12 by 7 feet of that, a little bit more in summer to use. And I only really trained there in summer, so moving here, I had an opportunity to really expand my gym and have something year-round. So what I hope to do here is give a tour of my gym, which has been a long time coming. Like I said, I started this 7 years ago. It's now February of 2022. And with that, we'll get right into the gym. The Rogue 70-inch squat stand, which is the RML1, the Rogue Monster Light 1. 7 inches tall, J-cups, safeties, everything I need. As close as I could get to a combo rack without actually putting $1,200, $1,400 into a combo rack that at the time I did not have the money for. And actually, guess what? I still don't have the money for. Sitting
That is actually one of the cheaper combo racks. I think the Rogue one is somewhere around $2,500. I'm sure somebody can correct me if that's incorrect, but combo racks are sweet. They are expensive because they move. That's really the only reason why, and I guess they have a bench with them.
And the Rogue Utility Bench 2.0. Well, I wish I could have bought a fit bench. Couldn't afford it at the time, and I make do with this. I got some hacks to do declines and inclines, but it does work. Right here I have 3 barbells. Rogue Ohio Power Bar. Fringe Sport, it's like a hybrid bar. It's made for powerlifting and Olympic weightlifting. Does neither very well. And then this is a cap barbell, I believe. I've got this for 15 bucks at a local restore. I don't know if you have restores in your area, but I was dropping off a toilet and they had this on their loading dock. I picked it up and I actually use this bar quite a bit. I use it for all pressing movements, bench press, overhead press. And that's all I use it for. Ohio Power Bar, squats, and deadlift.
So obviously the Ohio Power Bar is great. I appreciate Matt's honesty with the Fringe Sport bar. It sounds like maybe we should skip on that one. And then the cap bar is a cap bar. For the most part, as long as you're not deadlifting with it, it's probably gonna hold up fairly well. I have been using one before deadlifting, and it kind of ends up like splitting the shaft, which is not good, or the sleeve rather, splits the sleeve. And yeah, that means no bueno. However, if you're pressing, it is going to be slightly thicker. Some people will find that to be more comfortable in their hand. Same with overhead press or bench press. Downside, if you're squatting, it probably has almost no knurling. So if you're used to a more aggressive bite, if you're a low bar squatter, probably not going to be the best choice for you.
Recent home gym upgrade was to mount these horns on the wall. Previously, I had 2 weight trees, one an A-frame, and then a larger tree, which was great. Held many plates, but it took up a lot of floor space. And in a 200 square foot gym, all the floor space you can optimize makes your gym feel much larger. On here I have rep equalizer plates, and then on top are just random cat plates from different buys from over the years that I've kept. And then real quickly, battle rope. Just bought this recently, not even used it. So my cable machine.
Honestly, I'm not that big of a fan of battle ropes. Maybe I'm just a big weenie, just not tough enough to use them, but not my thing. I also think they're really annoying because they're loud, but if it's just you in there, doesn't really matter how loud it is. They're effective by meaning they're very tough and you get your heart rate up really fast. So they are a affordable, effective means of cardio, I suppose.
Was a freebie. I got it off Facebook Marketplace about 3-4 years ago. But it's only part of a whole. This was originally mounted to a plate-loaded Smith machine that came with a bunch of other attachments and stuff. I think it's actually brand-wise, I think it's a Life Fitness. And I managed to take that front part of it, sell it off, and partially mount it to the ceiling and reinforce it to the floor. I have very minimal attachments. That's something I hope to upgrade in the future once I have a spare dollar. So these.
I really like that. That might be currently in the lead for my favorite piece of equipment. I would have probably not thought of repurposing it like that, but it makes total sense once you see it. Very nicely done, Matt.
The rep standard plates, and as you can tell, they are 2-sided.
Pretty good deal on the iron plates. I just had a friend reach out to me about recommending what he does for a home gym. These are the plates I suggested. And if you want to check them out, make sure you go through the links down below because that does support the channel. And I can buy more dope shirts.
Which is pretty awesome. And they're pretty easy to grab. This whole set of 10 was like $640 with shipping. The floor.
That's a pretty good price on new plates, by the way.
Flooring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 panels of this I got for free. I had helped a local CrossFit gym move from one location to another. The owner was throwing away, and I'm like, can I have it? But I'm gonna tell you, it immediately covered the space up and made it look like a gym. So on top of my deadlift platform.
So a lot of people do recommend horse stall mats, as do I. But if you're in a basement or if you're in a garage, at least get some type of flooring. And if you can afford it, cover the whole floor. It makes a night and day difference in your experience, and it does make it feel more like a gym. It's easier to make that mental switch to be working out rather than being at home, even though you are still at home. So definitely do flooring.
Platform is a Titan barbell jack, and on the barbell jack are OSO collars. Those work awesome for deadlifts. The platform itself is probably way over engineered, way overbuilt, but that's the way I like it. There's 3 plies of plywood in there, 3/4 inch. In between 2 of those are scrap 2x4s flipped on the wide side. And then underneath that rug, there's a layer of rubber and then a layer of foam. Above the deadlift platform I keep my barbells, and one of those is the Titan SSB. It's a pretty good piece of equipment. Highly recommend. Bought that during the pandemic.
I also highly recommend it. A very good choice.
But before all the prices hiked, I also in this little area store my barbells when I'm not using them. And works really good. And in that corner is kind of everything else. Top two shelves are personal equipment, Pioneer belt, got an Inzer belt in there, a Valeo belt. Above that, straps, all my neoprene SBD sleeves. And then below is the ab mat, some of the body weight stuff, and right below that are the pancake weights that I can use to load my croc row. On the bottom there is a little box I got for $10. Pretty much use it as a stool.
Man, I love how well Matt's documented this whole journey. That's very cool. Take pictures. Guys, take pictures, take videos, whether it's your home gym, your workout progress, or just life. It's really cool to look back on. That's my advice for today. And cover your floors if you're gonna have a home gym. Those two things.
And then over here in this corner, that rack that all that stuff is on, I actually got in the dumpster from a local CrossFit gym. And everything's just put on by hooks. Kind of gives me a false wall, but also helps to make this more like a confined space. So bands and ab blaster, and the chalk bowl you see there, I made the bottom of it, the pedestal part, I found in the trash at a place I used to work. I looked at it, I was like, I think I could use that for something. And the bowl is another Goodwill buy, and it works really good together as a chalk bowl. Kind of short, but it's free. So behind the deadlift platform is a parabody leg curl leg extension. It's not the greatest piece in the world, but I've had worse. I tend to like leg extensions on this better than the leg curls. Leg curls work, but you have to use a very limited range of motion. Occasionally I have to go and tighten everything up, and if anybody's got any hacks with this to make it a little more reliable piece, I would appreciate it. Loaded up our Weeder plates, grip plates. Bought them before the pandemic. They were pretty cheap, and while they're not the best 25s in the world, for that machine, that apparatus, it works really good. Some other random...
I would get it exactly where you want it, or Loctite it and then get it exactly where you wanted before it sets in. That would be my advice. Maybe it would work, maybe it would ruin it. I don't know. Use at your own risk.
Plates. That 25 bumper I got out of the dumpster again at the CrossFit gym. And then below that is a Titan landmine handle. And that thing is pretty awesome. I got this for $25 and I already finished it. Took me about a weekend. Wasn't that really hard to do. Then again, putting it back together was kind of difficult. And I do use this a lot, mostly for warm-ups. The Airdyne isn't as robust as an Air Assault or the Rogue or the Titan options that you have out there. But for my needs as a powerlifter, it does a pretty good job. Okay, so the last area of my gym are my dumbbells and specialty barbells. And everything else. All the black ones, except for the 70s on the floor, I bought from Walmart under or around $1 a pound. They were on sale. It was pretty good, so I snapped it up. The Ivankos here, these gray ones, apparently are 50 years old. They're 50 pounds, which matches me, 50. Hamptons, those are a great set of 25s. Very, very comfortable. And the 70s again, I got those pre-COVID for a pair of them for $70. I also have my boards, some racks. That blue thing over there is my sound system, and then an old Kindle which I use as a timer stopwatch. And then of course my trophy case. For specialty barbells, I have a trap bar. Doesn't get a lot of use, but I'm glad I have it.
Craigslist. I cannot even remember the last time I bought something off Craigslist. That's been a while. I need to get on there and see if, do people still use Craigslist, or do you think this was one of the real old posts? I'm probably gonna get on Craigslist tonight and see what I can find.
Titan axle bar. I've got a couple pair of homemade farmer carry handles that I got for free.
It's hard to beat free.
Titan axle bar. This actually I use quite a bit. If you don't use it too much, find a way to use it. It's really a great piece. And good old curl bar. Everything sits in a Titan 5 barbell stand. And this is a new piece too. Next to it I got a Titan 40-pound slam ball and some random kettlebells that I never use. So this board was a dumpster dive. It's a little rough, but it gets the job done. This, I have weighed all my plates and barbells, so if I really want to know for sure what I've lifted and what my loads are, I can refer to this sheet. I have one here and one over by the squat rack.
So we got a little montage slideshow here. The blocks to bench off of. The leg extension, leg curl, some rings. We did not see the rings. Very cool. Matt, thank you so much for sending in your home gym. It is obvious that you've spent a lot of time building it, and it shows. Very cool stuff in there. A lot of interesting pieces that we haven't really seen before. Comment down below what your favorite piece is. In the meantime, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe so that we get closer to 5,000 subscribers, which is just an arbitrary number, which sounds cool, but it's fun, right? It's fun. Anyways, if you want to see your home gym on the channel, go through the link down below like Matt did, and you will be able to click your way through the interwebs into my Google Sheets file that I use to store all this stuff. It's a lot more easy to do when you just go to the website and roll with it rather than how I just described it, but neither here nor there. My favorite part about Matt's home gym is the contraption, the cable contraption that came off of that body solid squat rack, the back half of it. Very cool that he was able to repurpose that in a way that it still provides a lot of value. And I believe he either got it for free or cheap, which is hugely beneficial. And he has a cable system, which is pretty cool. So again, thank you, Matt, for checking or sending in your home gym so we could check it out. I'm gonna link his Instagram down below. I probably didn't make a transition there because I edit these really fast, but